Hello friends, welcome to our channel Tech on Target. We have started a new series on Kubernetes. Earlier we are making videos of Kubernetes in Hindi language. We started this initiative to connect with the audience who only understand the English language, so that we can connect with the people who know English only and they get benefited from our channel and whatever learning we are sharing on YouTube. So it is free of cost, and you can subscribe to our channel to stay connected and like our video and share with your friend who is learning Kubernetes. We have already uploaded videos in Hindi language. If you prefer Hindi, you can go there, and we will share all the links in the description. So let's come to today's video. In today's video, we are discussing a problem, and then we are discussing a solution. What solution is offered by Kubernetes? In Kubernetes, most of our application are objects are stateless. They don't maintain their state. What that mean? When we launch a pod, it do some work, and if there any error occur, it will get deleted and new pod will occur instead of that. It will not get restart at any cost. There is no mechanism to restart the pod. So what is going on? When it's got deleted, it will comes up on maybe on same node or maybe on different node depending upon the resources. So what we can do here, when this pod is getting rated, if it is generating some data, if it is making some logs file, anything which is very useful information for us. So when it get deleted, all the data will also get deleted. It will not persist its state. So like databases and other stuff, we can need to store the data at we can say we need to store data. Plus there is one more case, stateless objects are there which maintain their state. But for example, if there are application like there are 2 or 3 application which use the same reports, same files, and they also write over there and update the data. Like we have 3 pods which contain the 3 different application. All 3 files write the data in a file, and they also read from them and update the data. So if this file is available within only one pod, it will create problem. If that pod got deleted, we can't do work. And second, if we what we can do, we can create persistent volume. When we create the persistent volume, we can do it with the local storage. But what's the issue here? If we use the local storage, our nodes can also get deleted, and it's not necessary we are having the pods on same node which we are again having earlier. It maybe get scheduled to node A, node B, node C, whatever, where the kube scheduler see the resources, and it will schedule there. So what we are doing in the cloud, we have different features out of the box. Like in AWS, Azure, we have some storage services there which are highly available and independent of the Kubernetes lifecycle, like Azure File Share. It is the Azure storage account services under which we can create container, file share, and much stuff. We can create blob storage, ADLS, data lake storage. Many stuffs are there. But for today use case, we are using the Azure File Share. Azure File Share, how we are using? We are using file share as a storage where we are creating some files, and on those files, same persistent volume, we can claim On that persistent volume, we are making a persistent claim which we are using with the other pods also. So they can also read those files and can we use that, we can use that data. So we are very much clear with our theoretical part. What is our problem, what is the solution, and what are the cloud component we are using. We have the application which are if we brief this, we have some application who are sharing some files, and they are also writing on it and reading on it. And what we are doing, we are making the persistent volume and persistent volume claim for like in today's case, we are making it on Azure File Share. We have the created playlist for Kubernetes in Hindi language plus English language. Here you can find all these stuffs regarding AKS. First video I uploaded on the monitoring part, how you can monitor your infra using Prometheus, Grafana and Alert Manager. Then we have logging solution, and we have videos regarding wazuh, AWS, Azure. You can visit our channel and get benefited. If you have any feedback for us, please feel free to share. And let's start demo for today video. I'm hoping that theory part for being the time is very much clear. So as we are creating persistent volume claim on Azure, we have Azure services. In Azure we have a storage account services under which we are creating our file share. Here we can put the name Azure storage name. That's also one playlist which we have started of Microsoft Azure. It's now completed. You can watch and share with your friends if you like. Now let's concentrate on our demo. Here we have the subscription of free trial, and we are creating AKS RG resource group. Resource group is a container and a logical boundary under which we can create our Azure resources. We are giving our file share name. We have created a new resource group, file share, to maintain our resource separate. Storage account name must be unique. It's a global. Then we have region, under which region we want to create performance. We are just doing it for demo purpose. After this demo, I'm going to delete this, so I don't require the premium. But if you are doing this on your client, you can select the different zone render, make it highly available as per your requirement, because your data should be highly available, because data is very critical for today's time for the organization. It can lead to downfall because if your data is not there, you can lose your organization can lose business. Then in advance we will check. If you want to make it as a data lake storage, you can click on it. How data lake storage is different from blob storage file share, and what are the difference. I have already created a video in Hindi plus English language. You can view that. I will share link on description only. Then we have network, enable public access, enable for prod. You are not supposed to enable the public access. Here I can go with the public access, and virtual network and private IP address, and we can restrict it up to a virtual network. And you need to select the virtual network from the below side bar, or then you can select the subnet also. Okay, let's move to the next section. I hope you are very much clear with the networking. Networking, we have VNet and subnet. They are like in AWS we have VPC, subnet. Same the networking we have in Azure. We can do the encryption. We can add the tags. Add tags are always remain optional, but it's good practice to use the tags, and we will review it and then we will create it. In the Azure, whenever we create any services, it will first review it. Whatever the inputs you have given, they are correct or not. It's validate that, and after that, it's created. So let's create it. It will take only few seconds to get created. Now I've already created a file share by name of file share 1. In this storage account, everything is found under containers file share. Container storage account, we are having container and file share at single place. That is the access key, and using this we will access our file share, because it is not like that anyone can store data. It's not like that pods are just going and save the data. There are some authentication process they need to be to authenticate with. How we will do authentication, that is the things we need to look for. That we will create secrets for that. As it is we have configured this as private, configured this networking as private, that's why it's not showing. If you change it to public, it will show you the data here. That's are the command. Same command you will find on the official doc of Microsoft. We need to create the secrets for Azure File Share. After that only we can use it. kubectl is the utility to communicate with the Kubernetes cluster. How to install kubectl? You can same video where we are creating the EKS and AKS. You can go there and watch. That's Azure File Share. We have created that secret. I have already tried a demo earlier, and I have created the secret. I will delete that secret and create a new secret. Now I don't have any secrets for Azure File Share. Storage key, and then we will storage. This command, what we do, it copy the key enable name storage key. Now storage key will have the value of key which will authenticate with the our Azure File Share. And if you see storage account key list up, you need to give your resource group here and your storage account here, and then you will get your you will get the value of the key. Now if you echo the storage key, let's me to echo this, you can see, yes, you can see storage key, yeah, I think some spell mistake. Now I'm getting the value. Now what we need to do, we need to create Azure secret. I will upload a video after this on Azure on Kubernetes secret, some password, keys and tokens. We don't make them open, we create secret for that, and they will get stored in etcd and make your system more secure, less vulnerable. It's come under good practice to use Azure Kubernetes secrets. What its command is doing, it's generic type creating the secrets for the Azure storage account, and if you paste the command here, yeah, it's saying that the Azure file secret created. Okay, it's get created. Like I have got the value, stored the value in storage key. It is in encrypted form, base 64. If you making the secrets by or your own, you should convert it in base 64. So that's our deployment file which creating the deployment, and that's our first we are making the persistent volume claim, and under which we are giving the name of the file share PV, usage file share PV, and creating the claim storage of 10 gig, and giving its modes of read, write, many. Like its mean is simply that many ports can write. If we restrict it to one, then only one user can do the perform these operations. Then we have Azure file, Azure secret file share 1. That's the secret which we have created. We are telling the Kubernetes via this YAML file that to create this persistent volume, you need to authenticate, and to authenticate use these secrets. And it's using these secrets, and with which file share 1 we need to connect, and we are giving making the read only false. If we make the read only true, then we can't write over here, we just read it. But some cases where we need to give access of to read only, then we need to make it true. Then we are making claim through it. You can see that it is a selector type which is selecting based on this user file share PV labels which we have defined. And if you remember, we have defined the same usage file share is equal to PV in persistent volume. So automatically it will this claim will go to above PV and create PVC, file share PVC, and then we have a kind of pod. We can do deployment, other stuff. That not the main focus of today video. So in that we are creating a volume mount in container specs path. We are giving its name Azure mount path user share nginx HTML, and volumes Azure persistent volume, claim name file share PVC. So in that way we have make this path Azure persistent volume claim name Azure. If you see that volume mounts, we are using the Azure, and in volumes we are giving the same name Azure, and we are saying that this is volume. What kind of this volume is the persistent volume claim, and which claim? File share PVC. So under that we will create those files. So let me to copy this and paste it on our terminal. Colon WQ semicolon and save this, and then what we will do, kubectl create, you can use apply -m name of file. It's created 3 things: volume, claim, then pod, file share PV, file share PVC, and Azure 2. Read write many. That's the file share PVC. It's now bound state, and we can list the pods. Now to check, we exec into it. To log in the pods, we use the exec command -it pod name and sh. What path we have given? We have given /user nginx HTML. So on that path, what we will do, we are at that part. Let me to create a directory. We have file test directory. Okay, so how can we validate that it is getting in the file share? I can't see over there. Let me to change its access. In networking, we have given the private access, not enable. If I can enter my IP, select virtual networks and IP addresses. Okay, enable. If we enable from all network, my network, which is my local, some set dynamic IP was assigned to me by my to my router by ISPs. Then now you can see that here file is created, folder is created, test and file test. Let's check more thing. We are in under test. We are making another directory. Under test we have created that. Now if we delete this, like it's created the PVC, PV and storage, but our data is still saved. If someone delete the deployment, our data will not get deleted. Let's check. What do you think? It got deleted or not? Yeah, it is got deleted. PVC got deleted, but data it's not get deleted. So if we create the deployment again and some new pod will be created, same data will be remain and it will use this same data. Hope you like the video. Please subscribe, like and share with your friend who is learning Kubernetes. Thank you. Bye.